once again, giving all praise to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, Rakatah.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Once again, for those of you that don't know, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great, according to biblical prophecy. And that you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans make up the real 12 tribes of Israel. According to our biblical prophecy. And the main thing, as far as subject matter, is prophecy. Prophecy. Because the thing is, even with this, between Donald Trump, and Kim Jong-un, if you're a man of the Lord, if you're circumspect, because like the average person, the average scoffer, they'll just be like, see, they're getting along, nothing's gonna happen, but the thing is, it's still, we're gonna get into that, in Obadiah a little bit, but all these, other heathen nations that, Esau thinks that, are as like allies and shit like that, they're, shit, for lack of a better term, they're not, like, they're just, playing along, or just like waiting for like, some type of, like weakness or whatever. But it's biblical prophecy, that America is going to be destroyed by fire. Another thing is, actually, Flaki, let's just get into, get started at Obadiah 1:7.
Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Alright, so now get Psalms 83:1. Alright, because even though like the thing is, like, it's us basically, against all these other heathen nations. They pretty much they have some sort of alliance, as far as regarding keeping us down and all that. Because the thing is, once we get back into power, it's a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap, for all these heathens. They're gonna be under subjection. They're gonna be in slavery. They're gonna be having to pay tribute. They're gonna for that first 1,000 years, their lives are gonna be a living hell. One of those nations, the Edomites, are even gonna be obliterated. They're not gonna be called a nation. They're not gonna be acknowledged as one. And while they're still alive, they're not going to they're not gonna be acknowledged, but anything, but property. But yeah, just just to get an idea of who, like, what they're talking about, who all these other nations are.
This is Psalms 83 verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. And a tumult is pretty much a loud cry, man. A confused noise, man. Oftentimes you will hear, especially during the war.
Yeah, it's a commotion. It's a war. When you go into that word tumult, one of the definitions is war. And like you said, right, because when you go into Daniel the 7th chapter, it said they made war against the saints and prevailed against them until judgment was given, roughly paraphrasing. Now, if I can say this too, in Psalms the 2nd chapter, it say, why do the heathen rage? When you go into that word rage, it means being a commotion or uproar or conspire, but that go into what you're reading right now, Psalms 83. And then it says, the kings of the earth set themselves together, meaning they in an alliance. So,
Right, they confederate against them.
Yeah. If brother can get that, matter of fact, Psalms 2:1, yeah.
You want to talk about, like the real Confederates,
come.
Other nations.
Yeah, meaning they in an alliance. Because when you go into the word, the Hebrew, I forget it, Salaki, but it says alliance of men. You know what I'm saying? An agreement, a treaty. That's what a confederacy is, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
Psalms 2:1, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Yeah, that vain thing, what they imagine is new world order.
Also, like the scriptures say, the wicked have waited for me to destroy me.
Yeah.
They don't want to follow a guideline, man. That's one of the things that they imagine, man, which is madness. But
they're keeping us down forever.
Yeah.
That's what they imagine. Cause
Oh, so like,
No, go ahead.
that they gonna rule forever too. You know the name of the land after their own names and shit, man. You know they think they gonna run forever.
Yeah, making all these plans. You know, you
Yeah.
see like the Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
Or they think they're gonna have all this like space equipment that's like just about as sophisticated as the chariots.
Yeah.
I remember there was this one thing that came out. It was like roughly around like 10 years ago. Or all that bullshit. Humans had to go to another planet and shit, but they're still observing the things that are going on.
Huh.
Or talking about fucking turtles are gonna be as big as dinosaurs. Or squids are gonna act like primates and shit like that. Or, and they just have themselves they're just like arrogant. They're like replacing all showing them how they're gonna replace all the technology. Or to or have surveillance on the earth and shit like that. Or so they think that that's their big talk. Or by 2047, or we want to have a hotel on the moon and shit like that. All right, but it's not. Or especially us as far as our mind frame, we're like we want you to go down ASAP.
Yeah. If I can say,
it's just gonna get worse and worse.
If I can say this, he said the people imagine a vain thing. Those. He read the people imagine a vain thing, and like the brothers is going to all that technology that they believe that they're gonna have. But the scriptures say what? It said they shall be taking in advices that they have imagined. Those vain things that they imagining and shit, they could be, the scriptures say what? He disappointed the devices of crafty.
Which scripture is it that talk about when the enemy shall come in like a flood?
Oh, Psalm 59 and 19.
Is it 59?
Yeah, come. So, Isaiah 59 and 19.
Yeah, I remember that.
Come, Isaiah 59 and 19.
Still in Psalms 83 and 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Yeah, right. That's we just quoted that. He taking the wise and they all craftiness, man. Those damn they conspiring, those plots. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Against these people on this sign, though.
That's right.
In particular, you 12 tribes, which y'all don't understand. See, look, y'all trust in oppression, as the scriptures say, man.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even think that there's any wrongdoing on Esau's behalf. Y'all think this is the norm, man. But on you 12 tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, like it says once again, Psalms 83 and 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, man. Your Planned Parenthood, man. You got Margaret Sanger. She was trying to pretty much destroy the African American families, man. By through
Israelite
abortions
families
and shit like that.
Kind of like not only
Israelite families.
Israelites.
Not only through that concrete warfare, but or that Planned Parenthood and all that. That's I always even like the Ammonites, or like the Japanese, they call those types of tactics like the art of the butterfly. All right, basically causing problems, whether it be or because these philosophies, these wines, or, that Esau has, or that when he was from the jump, when he was a serpent, that was that was what he was on basically. Or enticing people through or different philosophies, or and then getting them to deviate. But then what Esau likes to do is like, it's like I didn't say that, I didn't tell him to do that, I didn't do that, he did it. Or basically that's part of his or tactics, or pitting people against each other and things like that. All right, so those are the or all these philosophies, whether it be Christianity, or setting people up as far as all these doctrines, bribing people, enticing people. Or so that's what those are the things or they want to or it's kind of like these Edomites are like some sort of like acidic substance, or it's kind of like that agent in the Matrix, or what he was saying about like
Mr. Anderson.
When he was talking to like Neo, it's like you guys are like you're saying like you guys are like a virus. Basically, that's what these Edomites are.
I got a precept what you saying. This Romans chapter 3, verse 13. Their throat is an opening spectrum. Sepulchre, Shalakia. With their tongues they have used deceit.
That's a grave, right?
The poison of asp is under their lips, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness.
Fuck it, that's why the scripture said this they call that's why they called that's another reason why they called him the serpent. All right, because with deception, also having a carnal mindset, even like when he was Cain and Esau. All right, but he was also called a serpent, because he had that carnal mindset. All right, because as far as this like scientific terminology, you ever notice how you ever hear that term like your reptilian brain and things like that, but that's basically as far as science is concerned, that's that's like the equivalent of being carnal, being giving into the flesh, when you give into the flesh, that's what they call like your reptile brain. So that shows you that that's the type of base man that we're dealing with basically.
Now what Ab says is like a venomous snake.
Yeah,
the Lord is comparing them to a venomous snake, man. Because every time they open their mouth, it's nothing but witchcraft or deception to get you to bond to their bullshit.
Or and just like poison, it gradually takes a toll on you.
Yeah, and that's what a virus does. It corrupts things. Like when people upload a virus onto the web, on the internet or their computer, it basically corrupt the software. That's what Esau's trying to do. He's trying to corrupt this truth. Now that we got it, you got the age of provocateurs, like the brother going into Book of Ezra, talking about they tried to frustrate our purpose and things of that nature, man.
It's like that.
And then, if I can say this, then the Israelites, the niggas that they using, with the niggas that I am Israel, this shit that's going on with the apostle been talking about with the guns and
It's just really good. I can't think of. There's this really good scripture I was thinking about. Sucky, I just wanted to get it real quick.
Okay.
But then, but we got to get back into prophecy.
So speaking on that virus thing, if I may expound on a bit, like on the
Here we go, Sucky.
Oh, go ahead, man. You got it, bro.
All right, Ecclesiastes. All right, 10 and 1. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savor. So doth a little folly him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor. All right. Apothecary, that's kind of like it's a fancy way of saying smell good, like incense, herbs.
I heard it before, but
All right, but as far as these Israelite groups and other leaders that go off, or I even noticed like even someone from time to time when people like get kicked out of the truth, as far as GMS, when they have that or but then that might have been someone you watch the videos all the time, like through the spirit you might have like click with them a little bit. Or but then you hear about them going off, or you see them not repenting and being wicked, or or even with or people that you used to listen to before you found out about GMS, or and then you go back, or when you were first coming in, they're or it seemed as if they were in the spirit, but now it's like tainted basically. Or it's beautiful because they're pushing Yasharallah and all that, or but since it's going off, or like these other groups, ISUPK, IUIC, or that's like or what we're doing right now. The apothecary is this truth, or but those dead flies is all the all the folly and bullshit they corrupt the truth with.
Right, and the scripture talk about a dead servant's not the Most High, roughly paraphrasing. That which is dead, so, but y'all, go ahead, y'all.
Well, simply, the Lord is nothing, he ain't the God of the living. He ain't the God of the dead.
That's it, right, yeah.
You want me to bring this back?
I just wanted to get back into like prophecy because it's just going into, for those of you that don't know, that's just a list of all the like the heathen nations and things like that. Like it goes into like the Hamites, which are the Africans, right? The Arabs, which are Ishmael, Moab and Ammon, like the Chinese and Japanese, basically. All right, but Con, yeah, get that real quick.
This Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
All right, so that's just talking about just like learning the scriptures, or getting the wisdom and knowledge, all the breakdowns and everything like that. All right, keep going.
Verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
All right. Of course, it's in a language we can understand. Or it's in a language that these people out here can understand. All right, so that's why we're out here doing the work.
Yeah, meaning you have to simplify for them, right? Because it's written in parables. That's why the scriptures say it is given unto you to know the mystery. So what we do, we interpreters, like Daniel, other prophets who have vision. We interpret the scripture, bring it down to a simple, it's like a math equation. Like division, we used to do division in school, you bring it down to its simplest form for Jake. Because Jake is a plain man dwelling in tent. Jake perfect, but Jake, Esau, he like to complicate things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Most High like to simplify things.
And the scriptures say that he may run that readeth it, because either you're going to run to the truth or from it. It's only two ways. I heard the apostle break that down. Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
All right, because it always seems as of now, we know it's we know we're living in a time where all these major prophecies are just right around the corner. Or it's also getting to a point where we can see it it's getting things are getting worse. Or to a point where think this place isn't like at a certain point as far as being uninhabitable. All right, but it's not gonna it's not the type of this isn't the type of world we want to live in. Or especially
Yeah, right. Fuck, hell no.
fucking confusion. Or at a certain point you're not gonna know whether you're
Coming or going, goddamn it. It's a lot.
dealing with a male or female.
Right,
Or
right.
which that's some scary shit.
Yeah.
Or it's just getting we're the only thing we're looking forward to in life is the kingdom.
Yeah, right. That's why
for those of us that are in the right mind, baby.
the scriptures say hope deferred maketh the heart sick, man. That hope that our expectation is being deferred, meaning it's being postponed or dragged along. Our expectation is to see this bitch destroyed.
We know it's there.
Matter of fact, get that scripture, Bible.
Or when I was
Proverbs
saying this in
13
particular
to 12.
because like I was between Donald Trump and Kim Jong Un. Or the climate as of now is just Donald Trump's talking like I think we understand each other.
Oh,
Or
man.
and he actually saw some he did say some stuff alluding to martial law. All right, because he was talking about
That's why I keep creating a storm.
all right, man. All right, but as far as he was comparing Americans to the people in North Korea. Like he was talking about Kim Jong Un has his people standing at attention. I want my people doing the same thing. All right, but what's he's alluding to as far as the type I'm just gonna call it propaganda because this is what they tell us. Or as far as how draconian, or that how draconian or enforcibly patriotic that country is.
Yeah.
That's what Donald Trump wants here.
Yep.
That's what he was alluding to.
And ultimately, he wanted the Israelites to do that. Because just like Haman in the book of Esther with Mordecai, every time Haman came out because he thought he had some type of position or authority over the Israelites, and he wanted Haman to bow down, but Haman ain't do it though.
Yeah, well, what they doing is they demonize Kim in the media, man. Say he's a ruthless leader, but according to the people over there in Korea, he take care of them people over there, man. They live for free over there, man. So that's why maybe them people are in that state of mind. But the rulers over here, these devils, they rob, murder, and rape, man. And so the people follow after who leads, man.
Yeah, they do everything, they do everything, behind the scenes.
Right.
Or because and you know, as far as with this freedom of speech and all that, assembling in public and all that, it's a lot easier for them, to keep tabs on people, as opposed to like, in a place like that, where you have to be, like slick about everything, when, like it's like some sort of like prison or whatever, where you have to like speak in code, all the time, like you have to like those are like you become like the type of person, that could, like fit a fucking, dime bag in a page like this or some shit. All right, but so you become, wiser with everything. All right, but with this, it's like I said, it's just like easier to just like see who's who.
Yeah, because when you go in the book of Sirach, the 10th chapter, it talk about a wise judge instructing his people, and then talk about the way that the judge is, so of his officers, and so are the people of the city, roughly paraphrasing. That's why the scripture said that the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon, let he put forth his hand unto wickedness, roughly paraphrasing. Because like the brother was saying, when Jake going to these, what they call them, correctional institute, right, where you supposed to go in there, prisons and shit. It's for correction, but when Jake going there, they just learn how to be what? You just be more wise than doing evil, man.
They put you amongst other inmates and you get wise.
Yeah, that's it.
And the most, the point is this, man. They trying to be the Most High because the Most High applies that rod and give correction, man.
Oh, you man, what the goddamn Secretary of State, the Edomite bitch who always speaking, Sarah Sanderson. If somebody who I'm talking about, she was trying to justify because they was asking about the comments that Jeff Sessions made. Yeah, and she was talking about how that man, I gotta pull it up, but y'all go ahead. I'm gonna pull it up.
The devil said that the Bible justifies their actions, man.
Yeah.
All throughout the Bible it say follow the Lord, man. Basically that Romans 13 chapter, man. So now these devils are trying to go into the scriptures to justify their behavior now, man. Because we are at the end, man. But like the brother was saying, man, they lock you up in these correctional facilities to teach you how to be a wiser criminal, man.
That's right. He said to like the brother said, so you could learn the correct way to be a damn criminal.
They come right back into their system,
society,
man.
right? Yeah, it's like a revolving door, man. That's what it's just like a revolving door. You got some out, y'all got it. Whoever got some.
Yeah, we got to get into Joel. All right, because the thing is, that's still the type of climate, or as far as they don't want all these what still remains is the fact that this country has already used nuclear weapons on people. Or and I was talking about like the tribe of Ammon, or the Japanese, or we still have it. We it's like I don't want to say like we, but they, or Donald Trump, with these like he's threatening that he has like those types of resources, or all right, but but at the same time, they're telling they're trying to tell other people in other countries what they can and can't have. So how is that any type of substantial substantial
That's how America basically they run the world. That's how you know that. Thank you.
Water.
Yeah, that's how you know that America he controls the world, man. Right? He the hammer of the earth, right? Because he go around and he do whatever he say whatever he will. He do as he will, man. Even in other countries. And like the Apostle Torah said, if Donald Trump's so damn powerful, why didn't Kim Jong-un come to America, man? Why they had that meeting in Singapore then?
Yeah, in the neutral.
In the neutral,
Yeah, I was just watching a video from Donald Trump, and I did a video on it. Actually, man, he said these words out of his mouth that America has all these powerful weapons of mass destruction, but they're not going to be used because basically that Donald Trump thinks he could scare the nations into doing what he want him to do by having these weapons.
Yeah.
But he don't know that it's prophecy they're gonna use these weapons.
And that's why Esau came out with that technology and stuff to fear the people into giving up their rights and running to the government for all the answers, but they think that they ain't really gonna use them. But that's prophecy though. The scripture said that the Most High said he created the smith that blow up the coals, man. That bring forth an instrument for his work, man. Go ahead, read the scripture. We got free water right there. We got free water.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war.
That's right.
That's what we're doing, man.
Get
We're
him-
proclaiming
get him
this
one of
among
them
the
waters out of
Gentiles.
there.
You people on this sign that don't know that you're Israelites, you 2/3, and also these other heathen nations that's round about us, man, that oppress us, man, that possess us, man.
Yeah,
We're
go-
proclaiming war, you know, telling you what's about to take place here, man. All right, all these countries that's testing their nuclear capabilities and shit, man. You know, this is about to go down, man. Ain't a time to be having fun and being all distracted with all the cares and affairs of this fucking life, man. You need to get on board and repent or die. It's that simple, man. Joel 3:9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords.
Yeah, because no matter what they do, man, with all these summits and these agreements that they come up with, these peace treaties, it don't matter, man. Because that ultimately, by them doing that, they trying to upset prophecy. They think that they ain't going to use them missiles. The Most I said he bring it forth, he open his armory, roughly paraphrasing. Them the Lord's weapons, man. That shit ain't really Esau's, man.
Which is just, the army is a storehouse or a silo, which is all mentioned in the scriptures, man. You know where they storm in the ground and whatnot, man, they about to be shot off, man. And the scriptures say they should not break their ranks, so they gonna hit until which is wherever the Lord sent for that missile to go.
Yeah, right. Remember Edom, right?
Basically, you know,
Racing,
one of the
racing,
main points we're trying to hit home is that, prophecies, going to be fulfilled. Or, because, one of the main things is, there's still people. It's all going to boil down to like whether or not, are you believe.
I'm gonna get it.
Or, a lot of people, those of our people, that don't believe, or, they don't believe that, biblical prophecy is going to be fulfilled. Or, they think, it can be, stopped or like intercepted, by carnal means.
Ezekiel 12 chapter. We talk about it's prolonged. You got it.
Right quick. Isaiah 54:16 says, "Behold, I have created the smith that blow up the coals in the fire."
What's a smith? A smith is someone that's skilled and a craftsman, man. That's what a smith is, man. You got your locksmiths.
Yeah, fabricator.
You got your goldsmiths.
Hold on, wait right here about to
Go ahead, Op.
No, you good, huh?
It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that blow up the coals in the fire."
Oh, that's right.
And
So like this man backing up his brother's spirit, but it was saying, goldsmith, blacksmith, locksmith, a skilled artisan. That's simply what it is. One who's skilled at a certain task, man. So the one that blew up the coals, you could correlate with these services. Right.
Yeah, no.
Able to split an atom.
If I could, the smith, the Hebrew for it is charash. It said craftsman, graver, artificer, fabricator, or maker. So that's what a smith is, man. All right. Go ahead.
it says, "And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy."
Yeah, the waster to destroy. Hey, Esau the ultimate waster at the end of the day.
So that's an omen.
Yep.
That was always because, because first, he was Cain, or, and that word in Lashwan Kodash is Quayan, or, which goes to it's like it was some sort of, like I forget, it's kind of like a melee weapon. It kind of sounds like, it kind of reminds me of like the way,
like a dagger, if I'm mistaken.
Like, or, do you know what a karambit is?
Oh, what is it?
It's kind of like a hook, like
oh yeah, the blade.
Close range, yeah.
Oh yeah, they had that on Forest and Fire. They had to make one of those.
And if I could just say something right quick, the Most High don't do nothing in vain. All right, so if he said he created the waster to destroy, it's to destroy.
That's right. That's right.
It's like in I don't know if brothers watch baseball, but in baseball, the pitcher do something. He throw waste pitches, like pitches that ain't really nothing, man. All right, the Most High don't do that shit, man.
Yeah.
Anything that the Most High do is for a reason, man.
Right.
It says to be bared, to be new.
But it's Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Right.
So yeah, in the ancient days, man, when they fought combats and wars, it was with armor and shields, man, and knives, man. You will hear a lot of confused noise. Ding, ding, ding. Garments rolled in blood, man, because when the sword hit your flesh. When the sword hit your flesh, man, it pierce your flesh and you will be full of blood. But that's why the scriptures say there's gonna be a burning fuel of fire. Because even in the ancient wars of Civil War, man, they had rifles with knives at the end of those rifles because they still fought hand to hand to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But that's why the Lord said it's gonna be a burning fuel of fire. Because now it ain't gonna be no no men out there fighting in the field, man. It's gonna be one button, man. These nations got one button to push, man. And it's gonna send off weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, they showed you that they or you know they tell you that in any like a lot of these like military like themed movies. Like for those of you that have seen the movie Major Payne, or you remember at the beginning they were talking to him. It's like, oh, we don't need your services anymore. The wars are fought, or behind computers, at the desk and all that.
Yeah, and that's why Esau about to start pushing forth army military movies. And that's what Esau do right before his draft, man. He get the putting out military movies, man, so people can get in that mind state, army commercials, so people can get in that mind state to go to war, man.
Yeah, that shit works. Like I even had like people in my family, they said they saw some propaganda and then next thing they know they want to go like Vietnam and shit like that.
And they selling subliminal messages during commercials and on the TV. A lot of people don't pay attention.